Fucking snow everywhere. Cold as shit out there. Yeah, fucking nuts. Too much snow. Throw some salt down. Fucking construction truck. Too much snow, man. Goodness. Smoking this shit fast because it's too cold. Man. I'm picking you up in 5 minutes, dude. What's up, Van? Let me finish my cigarette, I'll pick you up. I'm from Philly. But I'm in Minnesota right now. I live in South Dakota right now, but I'm visiting Minneapolis. You're from India? Yeah, that's all the way other side of the world, man. That's crazy. That's nuts, you know? Love from India, love from America, then. Way too cold out there. I'll put this in here, hopefully. What's up, Ray? Yeah, I don't know. That's the hard part. Makes me anxious a lot of times. I can't put this on here. Short nap. Yeah, I'm ready to go to sleep, man. Yeah. Done with that drinking shit for a long time. Not feeling well? What's wrong, man? Forget it. I can't even put this in my wallet here. Yeah. A lot of people are not aware of what the future's gonna be. Exactly. They get hit hard and, you know, not prepared. Oh my goodness, there we go. Then I gotta pull it out again. What's up, Bree? What's going on? It's like so difficult taking this out. Fucking key. There we go. Ugh. Not feeling good? What's wrong? That's not good. Scathing. Let me put this in here. I'm only gonna do a live for a little bit and then I'm gonna head for bed, I guess. There we go. Finally, man. One of my thoughts on it, I'll say it's too cold up here. Other than the weather, I'll say it's okay. I just came back from the bar and it was okay. I'll say it's better. It's better than Sioux Falls nightlife. We'll say went to a basketball game today. That was cool. Timberwolves won. I like how the stadium's right in the city too. It's kind of like New York, kind of. What else? Yeah, I like the catwalk that I was in randomly in the one live stream. That was kind of unique. I feel like if I went when it was like warmer, I think it would be better, but it's okay though. Yeah, I like it. I like Minneapolis. It's alright. Maybe I'll think about coming here, do a marathon or something. They have a marathon called Twin Cities, and they do it in October. Maybe I'll train for that or something. Be kind of cool when it's like a little warmer, you know. Today, I guess technically today's my last full day, and then I'm heading back, pretty much. I'll say it reminds me of Philly a little bit too, the city, but a little different. Yeah, I saw two girls fighting at the bar today. Throwing hands and shit. Security right saw that shit and kicked them out. Something else. Yeah, did a lot of people watching today. I didn't really do much there. I have no idea. Probably drunk as fuck or something. They're like pulling hair and shit. It was like, I was right in the middle of it too, sitting down. And it was something else. What's up, Loosh? I don't know how that started, but it seemed like it was like manifested like over time, I guess. Yeah, I mean, if you go to the bars a good amount, you'll see that shit most likely. You'll see like fights and stuff. I just drank like Miller Lite and Bud Light today. Yesterday I drank like 2 rum and cokes, and I drank like a Corona or something. Yesterday I was kind of buzzed, I'll say. I was pretty buzzed that night. I had some gay guy try to hit on me too. It's kind of funny. Danced with some black girl and she was fucking like twerking on me, and then she's like, your turn," and I fucking did the same. And she's like, "Oh, I'm bored of this guy. I'm gonna walk around, do it to another guy, you know." I like Andrew Jackson. Yeah, I like the $20 bill. Need more Andrew Jacksons in my wallet. I guess I'm okay, I guess. What's wrong? Nothing, ma'am. Nothing wrong. Yeah, I went to try the breakfast for free here. It was pretty good. Ate a good amount of that, and then saw the game, and then I talked to my one friend for a couple hours, see what he was up to, and then yeah, went out tonight for a bit. I guess it's a weird night for me. I don't know. Guess it could be. Yeah, tomorrow I'm just gonna chill out, I think. I don't even know if I want to go to that famous fucking mall or something. I don't know if I want to go there. You're not feeling good? That's not good, man. That's terrible. It's what sucks. Like, you don't feel good and then goes away and then it hits you again. You know, it's something else. Yeah, I was at the Holiday Inn breakfast. They, like, with I guess this Holiday Inn, they offer free breakfast. So you have to go at a certain time. It's like 6 a.m. to like 10 a.m. on the weekends. And then it's 6 a.m. to 9 during the week. Yeah, that's terrible. It's terrible having nightmares. Just kind of messes with your sleep, and then you just toss and turn, and then you wake up like sleep deprived, you know? Fucking sucks. Comfort Inn. I don't think I ever stayed at a Comfort Inn before. I think I mostly stayed in a Holiday Inn, like hotels and stuff. I think the motels can be underrated. It has a stigma with like the shit that happens there. Yeah, I almost stayed at a Red Roof actually when I was homeless. I was thinking about it, but it seemed kind of sketchy a little bit, even though it was in the suburbs. Yeah, I agree with you, Semi Way. I don't think it's a good idea to go in one. Yeah, as long as it's not way too shady, right? As long as you're not in the ghetto and you're okay. Like when I was in that Motel 6, homeless, like that was pretty safe to be honest. Like a little bit of sketchy shit, but it's not bad at all. Like I knew the area because I grew up in that area too, so it's wasn't so bad. I mean, when I went to Ohio and I was trying to find a place, I almost stayed at a ghetto motel though. When I went in, there was no one in the front desk. There was plexiglass and shit. And then some dude came up and like he was reeking of weed, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know. But seemed like he was up to no good or something. Looks like shit happens in that motel there in Columbus, you know. Yeah, that was a good thing I didn't go there. I was so fucking tired that night too. I was driving for 11 hours straight, and I wanted to fucking find a place, but nothing was open. And then after that like sketchy motel I saw, I like booked it down the highway for a bit, and I was thinking about sleeping in my car at the Holiday Inn parking lot. I noticed there was fucking cameras. I was like, what the fuck, man? And then I got lucky. There was another motel right next to it, and I fucking stayed there. And the next day, I stayed there the whole day because I was so tired. It was tiring. Would I stream games if I had a laptop? Maybe. I'm not really a big gamer like I was in the past. But if I had a laptop, I would do video reactions though. That's for sure. I think that's something I want to do in the future. I want to actually get a laptop and do some video reactions on there. It would be better than just putting my phone like on a table like that and then seeing the TV over here. Hard to adjust the fucking phone when you're trying to do a video reaction. Yeah, that's something in the future though. I have to like save my money, I guess. And have to figure out what kind of laptop to get. Yeah, but we'll be doing some videos tomorrow though. So another job before you move out. Yeah, that's a good question. It's kind of it's kind of far, kind of since it's I'm not gonna be able to get out till June. But if I can find a job like wherever I go to, that would be the best thing to do before I move. But if I don't, I'll just like I'll try to save as much as possible and try to give them my bank statements or something. If I can't find a job at the place I want, like if I'm gonna live, you know. I mean, that's what I kind of did when I moved to this apartment. I didn't. My dad paid me under the table, so I would have to give my bank statements and prove that I have decent amount of money for me to be accepted in there. So, but yeah, I think most likely I'm gonna try to get a job before I move out. That's the best thing to do. It seems. Apple ones. Yeah, they're expensive. The Apple ones. Guess you could get a cheaper one. Like on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp or something. Might be okay. Like price and stuff on there. Gotta re up on this fucking medication soon. Got another week of it. Try to like meet a psychiatrist too. I'm only gonna use them for a couple times though, so I'm not gonna be living there all the time. So bored? Yeah, I'm pretty bored to be honest too, man. It's fucking sucks when boredom can affect you, you know. Uh, I'll say I like Minnesota for the most part. It makes me want to do a marathon here and try it out. It's like there's a Twin Cities marathon. It would be cool to kind of like sightsee while running. Think about trying to do that next year if I can. Yeah, there's a bunch of snow here too. You want to see? Fucking ridiculous. The Midwest is something else with the snow. About to stop like in the morning though. What happens if I don't take them pills? I'll get like I can get really manic or depressed. That's what it is. I remember when I went to Spain. I forgot my medicine, and I was stressed out there trying to figure out how I can get medicine in a country, and I actually couldn't. So in like a couple days, I was already manic already, like previously. I was manic that whole year, but with the time zones messing up my sleep and like that's gonna make me more manic. And I had like this euphoria there, and I was drinking a shit ton. I was drunk all the time there, and I felt really confident and stuff. And then when I came back to my brother's place, I uh, I was still manic as fuck. I was getting moody. I was getting irritable, and I did like a half marathon or something. Uh, like that month, and then basically right after that half marathon, my thoughts were racing like crazy, and I was uh, I was pissed off that my brother's roommate or was like not his roommate. I was just pissed off at my brother because he said that he was going to like a Dave and Buster's or something, and I didn't mind him taking my car. But then the next day, I smelled alcohol in the car, and it pissed me off, and my thoughts were racing and stressed. And then I was like, playing basketball or something like in my hometown, I think. And then after that, I was so fucking mad. I went back to Philly and I parked my car at my brother's place, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the corner store and get a Lucy or something. And I smoked a Lucy, and I walked back, and there was these dudes that were in the corner, and they saw my eyes and my eyebrows like going like this, angry, and they're asking, "You all right, dude?" And I was like, "Yeah," obviously I wasn't. And then I went to my brother's room, and I was trying to shake it off. Like these racing thoughts were out of control, and I couldn't deal with it, and I was just angry, and my something pissed me off about his roommate, and I went downstairs. I punched him in the face, and then it was basically a big fight. My brother put me in a chokehold, and they kicked me out basically. And I was basically like couch surfing that year, and this is when my dad was like trying to give me a chance, I guess, or whatever it is. So I couch surfed at my mom's, and my mom got kicked out because she said some racist shit to the landlord. So I didn't stay there that long, and then I stayed at my friend's house for a bit, and then my dad made me stay. Uh, no, wait, hold on. I actually went to the mental hospital before that. Actually, I went to the mental hospital first, and then I started couch surfing with my mom and stuff. So that was a wild. That was wild. That like the end of 2023, and then that's when I moved to Philly with those roommates, and that was like the outcome. It was terrible. So yeah, my bad for rambling on that. I might talk about that on my old channel. So you gotta check out northern Minnesota when it gets warmer. Yeah, I think the nature is worth seeing. I talked to these Russian dudes when I was in Mount Rushmore. I jumped the cliff jump. And they were telling me you should go to this place called the Quarry in Minnesota. It'd be kind of cool to see, I guess, when obviously it's warmer, you know. So you think there's something else to experience after this physical life? I mean, the thing is, when we're done, we're done. You know, we go non-existence. That's what I think. I don't think we go to heaven or hell. I don't think we get reincarnated or eternal recurrence or something. I just think we just die. That's it. You know, your brain shuts off. That just makes the most sense. You're done. I think a lot of people just don't accept that to me because people fear the unknown and stuff like that. But if there is something after this life, that would fucking suck. That's for sure. Fuck that shit. I don't think so though. Just it doesn't really make sense. Yeah, night lights out exactly. And that's part of the life, you know. You're here because two people did something right here, and uh, you experience this life, and then you just go to the grave. That's it. That's how I view it, you know. And we'll never know, like why we're here, how this happened. You know, it's just humanly impossible. You know, people say anything's possible, but I don't think it is. There's things that are just impossible, and people don't want to accept that. It's just some toxic positivity stuff, you know. That's what I think. It's scary. Yeah, I think. I mean, it's natural for us to die, anyways, but I think dying is the scary part. Like how you're gonna die is the worst part of life, you know? Like you could die a painful death. That's most people. It sucks. I'm not autistic. Guess you can think what you want, I guess. Yeah, it is. I guess it can be sad. Yep, can be. What's nanitis? They call us pessimistic for thinking this way. Yeah, it is I mean, it is pessimistic. You know, a lot of people can't handle pessimism. Pessimism has realistic parts to it. You know. Yeah, I mean, it's understandable to feel sad about it. You know, especially for people that you care about or something. You know, it's the brutal truth to me. It's nothing like you'll miss them when they're gone, and when you're gone, they'll miss you or something. You know, it happens. What's up, James? I feel like when yeah, we don't know if there is a God or not, but I feel like when people believe in God, it's just a cope. It's just another way to keep going in this life and help them alleviate what really happens at death. You know, that's why a lot of people, when they believe in religion, they tend to have a purpose, and that purpose helps them get through the brutal parts of life. You know, that's what I think. Yeah, he's been back. Yeah, he's been back. He's doing trucking, but he's thinking about quitting. He just wants to do DoorDash or something. So he doesn't like the trucking job he's doing. It's too much driving for him. It's stressing him out and stuff. There's times where he would like sleep in his car and do some DoorDash sometimes. Like or like he would be driving to Michigan and then he would take his car and if he's tired, like he'll sleep in his car. He took the back seats out and shit. Made it like a bed. So but yeah, my brother's trying to go back to South America. He's addicted to that shit. he's uh he's trying to go again in a couple months. That passport bro stuff. Yeah. And probably end it in like 10, 15 minutes, I think. I want to try to wake up and get that breakfast again. Surveillance state. Uh, well, then people wouldn't have privacy and feels like you're being watched everywhere, you know? Trying to figure out like your information all the time. Yeah, Passport Bro Hall of Fame. I guess so. Yeah, he's trying to go everywhere in South America. That's for sure. He said his favorite is Honduras. That's not South America, but he said that's his favorite. I think he would like to go to the Philippines, but that's a good amount of money just to get there, you know. Yeah, I feel like in the future it's gonna be like more dystopian, I guess. Not even just like the system; it's just like social media affecting people's mental health and how people socialize gets more dystopian, you know. Yeah, only the elites will be happy. Yeah, pretty much. Unless like they have like something going on, you know. But yeah, most likely they'll be happy though. Yeah, I mean, I hope it doesn't, but it probably will, you know. Certain things. I mean, I guess like the older you get, it gets harder to like find like some sort of enjoyment in a way, you know. Like yeah, you'll enjoy stuff, but just kind of like all the responsibilities as an adult and um like just you don't have enough time to do things you would like to do. It just makes things kind of worse, and then you get introduced to health problems when you're older. You know, it's like you're not the same when you're younger, kind of. So yeah, I guess over time it can suck more. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like to me, for me, I guess, probably be here that long, 30 more years. It is pretty scary though. I agree. So you never know where you're gonna end up in 30 years. That's why it sucks. Like thinking about the future too much it can kind of spiral out of control. Sometimes it's best to think for the moment. Sometimes, even though like not everyone's moment's good either. Then they think about the future more. It's just it sucks, I guess. I mean, I hope everyone has like a better future. But not everyone's going to, unfortunately. That's the worst part. And they never asked for that. Yeah, I guess it depends though. I mean, there's people that want to leave this life. It could happen to them soon, depending on your health and uh, like things like that. Yeah, crazy ones. Yeah, get kind of bored to be honest with you. That's why I kind of do that stuff. Trying to make the streams kind of interesting, I guess. Controlled chaos. Yeah, it feels like it. I think it's worse when it's like uncontrolled. It's like you can't stop the chaos from going on. I think that's what life kind of is. It's uncontrolled and it's just inevitable that the chaos will just keep on going in people. Yeah, we may die in 30 years, right? We may not even be human. We'll be decomposing. Yeah, it is nauseating waking up from nightmares. Yeah, I know that feeling, man. It's it fucking sucks, and it just disrupts your sleep, and then you just like wake up and you feel so sleep deprived. I think it's even worse when you have nightmares, like the night before you go to work. It sucks, and you'll be you'll be working so tired because you had nightmares. Bill Gates. Yeah, I'm his son, so. Yeah, yeah, Bill Gates, something else. That's a good thing. Keep that mindset. Keep going. Keep working. Don't slow down. Keep pushing. Work fast as you can. Nah, I can't stand the work shit, man. Like even when I was working with my dad and I could have made more money, it still fucking sucked because I had to deal with his yelling and screaming all the fucking time. It's like there's times where I work with my dad, I'm like walking on eggshells sometimes. And you deal with the people, and I feel like most of these jobs could be better if you didn't have to deal with the people. But unfortunately, they make the job worse all the time. That's just from my experience. Like I wouldn't mind working if the environment is okay. But that's not how it is. Every job's got some toxicity in it, and you just hope that you can tolerate it. If not, you just quit and do the same thing over and over again. It's monotony. I guess I hope when I get my next job, it's tolerable, so I can keep it through the lease and I can just get out of there. Yeah, probably head for bed soon. Sleep with clothes on because it's too cold. Like, gosh. I don't get. I was seeing people at the bar wearing T-shirts and stuff. Like, how are you fucking doing that here? It's like 10 degrees. Women are like trying to expose themselves to get attention from other dudes or women. I don't get how they're wearing that clothing when it's so cold. Yeah, that's what they do. They try to add meaning to their life, like getting married, having kids, and all that stuff. They want to conform. They want to belong somewhere, and they, if they, if those type of people can't fit in, they just feel like garbage. A lot of times, those people don't really think for themselves that much. I mean, it's something, and I guess some people are not trying to fit in, but it's 95% of them are. That's what I think. Yeah, Florida is. Yep. I mean, I already checked out some places. It seemed interesting, like Tampa or Jacksonville is a good one. Um, what else? A little bit of Orlando. Orlando is kind of expensive though. Um, the problem with Florida is the rent is high, and I feel like the utilities would be kind of high too. But yeah, it's a place that I'm thinking of though. Has no state income tax, so you get more out of your paycheck, I guess. Warmer weather, obviously, something I would like. Uh, Things to do. So 3:15 in the morning, man. Yeah, so much drama at work. Yeah, it's gets fucking old, man. It's like you just don't want to fucking do this shit anymore. Yeah, yep. If you're not useful or benefit them, then they'll fucking ignore you. They'll walk past you. That's what it is. Like if you're not like attractive or you don't have the money or say you're not the most, you don't have the social skills really. Like people just fucking walk past you. I mean, if you have one of those things, you may get attention from people. But if you don't have any of those, then people will just not feel like you exist. What I do if I was the last person alive on Earth, I would try to not be alive. It's like how I jumped the cliff jump. I would I guess I would jump like 100 some feet and land face first on the water. Just so I wouldn't have to experience this life by myself. Yeah, it sounds kind of not a good way to think. Yeah, one season. Yeah, the thing is, I wouldn't mind that though. There's no seasons. If it's just good warm weather, I think I would feel good. I tend to do better when it's warmer. I I feel like better in a way. Cold weather makes me like lay down like this constantly and feel more depressed, and it affects my bipolar in ways too. But too much heat, like uh if it's super humid and um I'm working outside, then that would affect my moods as well, you know. But with the heat, I would just have to hydrate myself, you know. So it wouldn't be as bad. 9 a.m. Yeah, yeah. You're ahead of me, man. Yeah, negative Utarian. Yeah, yeah. Try to not eliminate. Try to reduce your pain and suffering as much as possible in this life. I guess if you have that view, you know. Yeah, I like cliff jumping. I like the adrenaline rush. Yeah, yeah, I agree, man. I mean, even people that are rich though, like even though they have things, doesn't mean like they're content either. Like they will be able to do a lot more things, and they get bored easily, and that can make them spiral out of control. You know, as it's probably being having all that money and shit. But yeah, for the most part, like if you have a lot of the money, you'll most likely enjoy the quality of life. You know. Yeah, I kind of just like spring and summer, man. Fall kind of sucks because it gets colder and I get sick. I don't like that shit. Fall and winter I get sick too much. It's not a fan, you know. Yeah, it'd be cool to do another cliff jump again. Be cliff jump in a lake or something. Hoodie and sweatpants. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I kind of like that weather too, but I just prefer like more hot weather. I don't know. I don't like wearing a lot of clothing really. It's just too much sometimes. What's up, Braden? What's going on, man? I haven't talked to you in a bit. You you in Michigan or you in California? Yeah, I feel like NPC. Yeah, cause they're predictable, I guess. The way they conversate. It's kind of like you go to the bar and you kind of witness that. You know, you kind of can predict that shit. It's kind of like I was like interacting with people, and there was times where I was just predicting what they were gonna do. You know, I'll be smoking a cig outside, and I already know what this guy's gonna do. You know, he's coming up to me. He's like, "Can I bump one?" And then they give you this conversation, and they dip. You know, that's what it kind of is. When did you say? June. June is when I'm planning on moving out. Black and mild. That's up to you, man. If you want to. I used to smoke black and milds, and I'm not crazy about them anymore because I remember I used to chain smoke them a lot with my friend back in the day, and like over time it just became harsh, and I just didn't like that taste, and I just stopped smoking black and milds. I think the cigarettes are better, to be honest. I think tomorrow's my last day smoking too, and then I'm not gonna smoke for a long time. Adds up, you know. Yeah, I don't get how you're lazy if you work one job. It's the opposite. pathetic, man. Yeah, I don't really have an addiction to smoking now. I just kind of have self control with it. Like, I don't want to totally quit. I like to do it, you know. It's just I just do it like when I feel when I'm not stressed out or things like that. That's better to smoke than when you're stressed, you know. Never quitting. Yeah, but sometimes you may have to quit something that affects your life, you know, where even if you try to do self control, it just makes you feel worse. It's kind of, I guess, like for me, it's like weed. I can't do it no more. It makes me feel worse, and even if I tried to lower my dose, it made me worse. Had to quit it altogether, you know. I don't think there's nothing wrong with quitting, like with certain things, like a job, like if it's affecting you, it's making you worse, quit, you know, if you're capable to. Kind of like with me, like I quit that job because I couldn't deal with it no more, you know. It gets relieving at times. Yeah, I just don't. Nothing wrong for smoking weed if that makes you feel good, you know. But if it doesn't make you feel good, just it ain't worth it, you know. You're in Cali. Yeah, that's good that you're over there, man. I miss being in Newport Beach. As a spot I liked when me and you were hanging out 2 years ago. You know, can't believe it's been that long. I buy a pack. Yeah, I thought you were smoking vapes, man. Remember when I was hanging out with you, you were smoking mostly vapes, I think. Yeah, it is a big responsibility, and a lot of these parents don't seem prepared to be responsible for them. Makes you feel like garbage being sober. Yeah, it being sober can be shitty too. That's why I think it's good to have a balance, I guess, you know. Yeah, yeah, it feels like not even a year ago, right? Fucking flew by, man. We had some good conversations and shit. Walking down that little walkway thing. Yeah, it was cool, man. That was worth it when I went down there. I'm planning on trying to meet more people on YouTube. I think that's cool, you know. I guess that's kind of keeps me going, I guess. Kind of talk to more people in person on YouTube or something. Like I already talked to Braden I met first. Then I met someone from my Discord, which is cool. And then the guy lives in South Dakota, and we're gonna hang out some more, you know. So it's cool, you know, because you can't really find people in real life to talk about this stuff, you know. Like if you're able to put in the effort, like online, try to communicate more, and you could plan to hang out, you know. I think it's a good thing. Yeah, it's materialism, man. The holidays. It's what the holidays are about. It's about making profit, you know? Yeah, I'll say it'll be cool to meet people in other countries that watch my YouTube. Be kind of be interesting, you know? Maybe that'll happen in the future. I don't know. Yeah, Santa Claus is materialistic as shit. Yep. I mean, at least the real Saint Nick actually wasn't greedy, you know, gave out like fucking toys to like kids in need, the real Saint Nick. What's up, Selwood? What's up, gamer stands? I'm about to end this live in 5 minutes, unfortunately. It's it's getting tired. Yeah, it was cool. I had some fun at the game. It was a good game too. Like Anthony Edwards at the end was like he almost lost the ball but got that shot off in time with the three at the end. That was crazy. Yeah. Yeah, you'll find it more on the internet because you look up things and you try to find people that share a common interest. It's like easier than like real life because that's just kind of luck in a way in real life. Going live, yeah, possibly. I mean, I'm gonna try to do some videos more though. I don't know if I want to go to that Mall of America place. I don't know if it's even worth seeing. It's just kind of people buying shit and never-ending materialism. I don't know. Maybe definitely want to try a good food place tomorrow. That'll be kind of worth it. Yeah, it's unfortunate that you're here now. So I'm gonna end it in a minute. I want to get my sleep so I can get that breakfast. Yeah, Black Friday. Yep. Right after Thanksgiving too. If I'm already in the city. Yeah, I think I'm like 15-minute drive to Mall of America or something. 15 minutes. We'll see. Maybe if I do go to Mall of America, maybe I'll do a live stream or something. Maybe. Might be worth it a little bit, I guess, just to see it. Yeah. I used to. I'm trying to lean more minimalist, kind of, but it's hard. It's kind of hard to transition that when you're trying to be minimalist. Yeah, I might go live. I may. Yeah, maybe worth going since you're there. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know yet. But I'm gonna head out. I want to eat some breakfast tomorrow, so we'll do some videos, and I think I'll do it live most likely.